So we got a little bit of that cloud cover, but overall temperatures are very warm, 79 degrees. Yeah, we're almost up to 80. Let's see if we can actually get there before the almanac data comes in. All right, 10% humidity, little bit of this cloud cover, but that cloud cover is going to be relatively short-lived. Most of it's moving through pretty quick. Southwest wind sustained at 21 miles an hour, making it feel just a few degrees cooler out there. Those gusts just under 30 in Midland, under 25 in Big Spring, and under 40 in Carlsbad. Certainly a little bit of occasional gust here and there, but by no means anything we certainly can't handle. Last week's winds were a lot stronger. All right, red flag warning, that's going to be in effect for much of tonight and into tomorrow, mainly for the Permian Basin, Ector and Midland County. That's going into effect tomorrow. That's not in effect right now. Everything in effect right now is going to be our westernmost regions, higher elevations, and of course, well, it's all because of that very high wildfire danger. No campfires, no burning, and no fireworks. Make sure you guys are following all of that because there's not any kind of moisture. The only thing I see is just these passing clouds. That's it. It's way too dry out there. And it doesn't help that we're really just staying on the cold side, or not on the cold side. We're staying about 15 degrees above average, even during our overnight hours. Now, I can't complain too much about that because that means I don't have to run the heater so much. Now, your iced coffee forecast heading out the door tomorrow, ooh, go for the medium size, 88 degrees. All right, we can deal with 88. That's not bad, but it's record breaking for February. The current record is 86. Yikes. Okay, here's the winds for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're getting some of those stronger winds coming in from the west, about 25 miles an hour during the early afternoon. Once we head into the early evening, maybe closing in on 30, 35 miles an hour. Not too bad. It calms down by the overnight hours. But notice this, by Thursday morning, it starts to come in from the north. Now, the winds themselves aren't going to be too strong, but it's going to be strong enough that we actually drop in terms of temperatures a little bit. About 10 degrees from Wednesday to Thursday. Okay, that doesn't seem too bad. Now, will that cold weather last? No. The answer is just no. Because we're going to be well above average even heading into the early part of March from the 2nd to the 6th. Now, I guess the biggest question is how far above average are we going to be? Well, I got 70s and 80s really for the rest of this week into the weekend. Maybe by early to middle of next week, I see a little bit of cloud cover. Maybe those temperatures are dropping, and there's even that small chance for some rain. But because the models, change so much, I'm not putting any percentages until we know for sure. Jolena?
All right, Jordan, thanks. Well, ALS, also known as Lou